You were talking about how much you enjoyed working with Carpenter.
Oh yeah. Well, that was one of my other favorites that you'd ask about was getting a chance to beat up that car. And Christine, you know, one of the most common questions I get when I do autograph shows is, or any kind of an interview is, did it bother you to smash that car? And people need to remember this was 1983, right?
Yeah.
And that Plymouth Fury was a 1958. So it's a 25-year-old car. It only that year qualified as an antique. And it would be similar today is like asking you if you have a problem beating up a 2001 Chrysler PT Cruiser. I mean, would that bother you? You know, I
Mhm.
mean, nobody thought of it as a classic at that time. So, when somebody gives me a sledgehammer and paying me to go destroy something with no consequences other than applause, I mean, what a great time.
Yeah.
So that was really fun. And I had a scene in the beginning of that scene. I asked you if you had noticed about this when I went in to smash the car, that I wanted Buddy Repperton to be a little bit cool. I mean, he was an older guy. He had to find his moments, right? So as we're coming into Darnell's shop and I'm standing in front of the car, I take my jacket off and I huck it over to the right. And I had seen before when we were started setting up the scene that there was like a bar or something that stuck out from the wall. So I was about, I don't know, 10 to 12 feet away from that. And I hurled my coat over there like that. And it caught on that hook and just hung there. And I thought, yeah,
Yeah, that's a slick move, bro.
yeah.
That's really good. That's really good. You love that when your actors bring like those little extra moments. One of the things I loved about your approach is you said you had like an A, B, and C scenario in mind when you reported to the set to keep it easy on Carpenter. You're like, I can do it three ways. I really admire an actor's approach who's got it all worked out and just gives the opportunity for the director to kind of hone from there. And I think that's really awesome that you got a chance to actually demonstrate your skill set because you become you're like a legendary villain in that.
Hmm.
Um, and the movie itself has gone on to be like this Hallmark classic. And I don't mean Hallmark as in the Hallmark Channel, but I mean in like the pantheon of great movies. And I was looking at that and I love the casting. And I wondered, like, did you take the opportunity to hang around the set when you weren't shooting to kind of see what was going on with because Terry Leonard's on that. The guy who gave
Yeah.
me my start in show business, Jack Philbrick, is like the second AD on it.
Yeah.
And there were so many great people, co-Brits. It makes me wonder, like this, an actor who's cutting his teeth and learning the business. Do you hang out and watch Harry Dean Stanton work, or are you like pretty much like I'm beat? I'm going to the hotel. I'm going home.
Well, I was opportunistic, but it wasn't always either appropriate or the scene the film location was quite a distance away,
Yeah.
or it was filmed in the middle of the night or something. So, Keith Gordon, because he was in the movie quite a bit more than I, and his ambition had always been to become a director. He was there able to kind of uh, learn from Carpenter and be on the set a lot more than I was. I certainly took opportunities to go to the set when I could, uh, but it wasn't really under the idea that I was going to go there and learn filmmaking at that time. But yeah, we had Harry Dean Stanton, Robert Prosky. I mean, terrific actors, and
Mm.
there were just a lot of great talent on that. Terry Leonard, I've talked to a few times after the film, just in the last few years. What a great stunt man! What a great guy! You know,
Yeah.
uh, he was in that car when the car gets smashes into my car and then makes another charge into the gas station and sets it on fire. And
Right.
he was, he's in that car, and the car stalled the first time they went in there, and they had all the fire, and he realized that, or maybe he knew that before they actually had the full on flames, because they could only do it once, that the engine was going to lose oxygen because that fire was pulling so much oxygen that the car wouldn't be able to breathe and run. So
Yeah.
he had to actually take a pipe from the intake manifold and put it into the cab of the car so that it had enough oxygen to keep running so that he could back out of those flames. And then when he started heading towards me and, smashing the gas pumps, he couldn't hardly see. I mean, because the glass was all blacked out,
Yeah.
so he could hardly even see, and yet he managed to do all that. So he was impressive.
Asshole. Watch this. Let's give this asshole some of his own medicine. He's backing up too.
Some shithead's following me. I just hope he comes in here. Is that Cunningham? Can't be. Look at my car. Come on, prick! We're not finished yet! Come on!
that guy is every bit the legend we say he is. He came by Milius's office once and said he broke every bone in his body twice.
Yeah.
And I think he's the guy who gets blown out of the Huey in Apocalypse on Fire. And I know he had doubled for Harrison Ford and Indiana Jones, but Christine in particular, because I mean these are the day. I mean, now you could rig that up with cameras and the driver would be able to see.
Yeah.
But now in those days it's dark. He can't
Yep.
see out the windshield, but he's probably got like the full like death firefighter suit with the hood and the
Yeah.
shield. He's probably got it all in there, so he probably can't even see where the steering wheel is.
Yeah.
So I could see him doing like driving that thing for hours, try to get a feel for it. But I mean, here's the other thing too. It's got to be executed flawlessly, or you're going to lose a man.
Yeah, I don't even think he practiced all that much, to be honest. I'm not sure. I mean, he might tell you otherwise, but I think he pretty much kind of figured out what was going on with the oxygen, got in, tried it, saw his lines, and then did it, because we couldn't do that scene again. Once you set that place on fire, you're done. I mean, Terry told me a story once where he was going for the highest cardboard fall, and you probably know what that means, right? Like instead of having an airbag, they had a bunch of cardboard boxes that you're supposed to fall into. And he jumped from like a 6th story to land on those boxes, and he overjumped. And he said everybody walked away like he died when he hit, because he hit so hard. And he was in the hospital for a couple of days on that one. And he had to do another stunt in Spain, where he had to ride a horse through some sugar glass on a 2nd story, and the horse was blinded so that he couldn't see where he was going, or he wouldn't have done it. Jumps through this glass and overshot the ramp, and because they were in a hurry. And Terry said, "Well, I should have put more sand there, and I knew it, but we in a hurry, so I just went and did it." And he flew off the end of it, and he ended up under the horse. Everybody thought he died on that one. He had to be air flown to a hospital, and he was blind for a few days. I mean, yeah, that guy is the real deal.
Man, this is why I didn't become a stunt guy. I don't mind getting on the phone and being like, "Hold up, I got a guy. I can call him." But I think the fall you might even be talking about. I mean, Jerry Lopez always talked about the Conan drop.
Yeah,
where it was several stories, and that was the thing that blew me away too. Is they put boxes. He was like, they put boxes down there, and I'm like, that is fucking berserk.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not sure this one was the Conan movie, but it was still shot in Spain, so I could be wrong.
Yeah, but it raises the question. It just gets the thought process going of like, wait, that's our technology. We're gonna hit these boxes.
Yeah.
We're gonna hit boxes, folks.
They come out of darkness, sometimes with thunder, sometimes with lightning. Their presence means death.
The prison master was afraid of him. The guards were afraid of him. The town was afraid of him. Lucifer is coming for you. Rest easy, Jack Carr said in a low tone. You're in the final 30 seconds of your life. No quarter. No quarter. Kill all masters. Coming soon